So last night I had committed to doing an all-nighter because the Elimination Chamber was going to be streaming on Peacock at 2 in the morning in California. And so, what do you do when you're trying to stay awake for long increments of time? You watch new horror movies. And with that being said, greetings, fellow insomniacs. It's your friend in fright, good old Chunky Larry, and as some of you might know, I have committed myself to watching every single horror movie in 2024. This time around, I was sitting there trying to stay awake, just trying to figure out something to watch, and I ended up renting Lovely, Dark, and Deep. The park ranger finds themselves incapable of escaping the ghosts of their past. Lovely, Dark, and Deep, aside from sounding like a movie I would watch in the middle of the night, is the feature-length directorial debut for director Teresa Sutherland, and it stars Georgina Campbell, who you may remember from a small little independent feature, didn't get a lot of play. I believe it was called Barbarian. She also appears in the film Tim, which we'll still discuss. The film broaches the topic of survival skill with the use of nightmare logic, big, expansive world, and still somehow manages to feel claustrophobic. This is a visually stylish, slow burn horror film that's much more psychological than it is jump scares, and I, for one, am here for that. While I never felt like this movie was going to surprise me, I did thoroughly enjoy the journey that I went on while watching it. It's visually lovely, it's inherently dark, but I wouldn't say it's particularly deep. Visually, it stands head and shoulders over a lot of independent films, but it just doesn't have that extra gear that it needs to have for it to be exceptional to me. Coming in with a Reaper for this one, I'm going to go 2.5 out of 5. It's really middle of the road. I enjoy the performance. I enjoy the cinematography and the overall style. I felt like they could have easily just hung their hats on, oh, we're out in natural lighting and just done like natural lighting stuff. But they go places with it visually that I think really work for the film, but it never has that tangibility of a next gear for it to bring itself home in a way that it's tangibly enjoyable for me as a film goer. So I'm gonna get on out of here. Down the dusty trail. Until next time, until I see you again, I'm Chunky Larry. Listen with someone you trust.